Hey everyone. So I had to do this video so that I could finish it up and edit it all together and be able to post it tomorrow for you guys. Um, I look like a hot mess. It's really late. I think it's almost like 11 o'clock. So I'm going to do this really quick just so that I can get this to you guys tomorrow because it's really cool. So I got this book sent to me by Nicole Stocker. She's the creator of Beautiful Creatures. It's a grayscale coloring book. And so if you don't know what that is, or if you haven't seen pictures of them in groups on Facebook, which I've seen them a lot lately, so they must be like the new thing. And I know some people will get like a Google image and change the settings on the photo, make it grayscale, and then print it out and then color it. And it's actually really neat. But I know a lot of groups frown upon that because sometimes you don't know where the artist comes from. So I don't recommend you doing that. So get a book that you know the artist has the rights to it if you buy it and it comes out of a book. So I really would suggest doing that. Don't go on Pinterest or Google or anything like that. Just buy it. That way you don't feel like guilty coloring it because I don't like guilty coloring. That's not the point of coloring. But anyway, if you haven't seen one of these yet, basically it's a grayscale image. And I feel like she probably took these pictures. I'm not really sure. I feel like she would have had to have made the book. So these are probably her photographs. And what you do is you color over where you see, so see how you can see where it's really dark, so that would be where the shadow is, and where your color will be darker, and then in the lighter areas would be where your light's hitting. So it's really cool to see, it's almost like a guideline, I guess, finding out where your light source is coming from, and you can tell that by the light in the darker areas. So I thought that was really neat, and it can help people who struggle with doing highlighting and shading. So this book's really interesting. So I, of course, flipped through and found my favorite animal. It's a fox, and I colored him, and that's the video I'll be showing you in a few moments. And it's a speed coloring, but it's not that fast, so you can kind of see the process. And basically what I did was I chose my color palette looking at a real life image of a fox, and then in the background it's out of focus. So to get that effect, what I did was I colored it with colored pencil. I used Lyra Rembrandt polycolor pencils, and they're an oil base, so they break down really good with Gamsol. And I used a paintbrush and did like a wash over it, and it made it blurry, and it kept it out of focus, and it looks really cool. So that's what I'm going to show you in a little bit. Just a few comments on the book before I show you how I colored the fox. It's really big. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. I was expecting it to be like kind of like the size of like a Dover book. So it's almost like a square format, and the binding's really nice. And the paper, which was shocking because a lot of these self-published books by these artists nowadays, they're usually done on really shoddy paper. So you can't really use a lot of, I guess, wet media. I haven't tested wet media in here yet, or markers. Well, I tested my Staedtlers and I tested Tombow, and they didn't bleed through. And I shouldn't expect anything to really bleed through this, especially water-based. They're one-sided, so you can see that they're one-sided. It has an artwork by, so you can sign it if you give it away, or you can like frame it. They are pull out, so they're perforated, and you can pull it out and you can give it away or frame it, hang it up on your wall. And so I thought that was cool because not a lot of books do that. They don't really perforate. but the paper is really nice. It has a little bit of tooth in it, so the pencils go down really good on it. It's not too thin, and it's not too smooth, like glossy, so that pencils don't really go on really well. So the possibilities are endless. I guess you really honestly could use wet media, especially if you want to take it out and then mat it and frame it. It might wrinkle on you, but I mean, it's worth giving a shot. I might try it later on and then update this video and let you know how wet media went. But yeah, I really like this book. It's really different coloring wise, like the technique you have to use. So I'm really glad that I got a chance to try it out. So here's how I colored my fox, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm back really quick. Someone in one of my coloring groups said that they wanted to see it flip through, and that's usually what I do, and I forgot to do it before. So really fast, I'm just going to give you kind of a quick flip through of the pages. You can see. There we go. Alright. Sorry, this is like really awkward. I'm just going to show you some of the images, not all of them. So, spider. Cat. There's a lot of cats in here. Baboon. A cow. A rhino. Jellyfish. There's a lot of different animals in here. Ladybugs, bees, there's a lot of insects, chickens, cats, crustaceans, birds, dogs, owls, you name it. It's fairly thick. And the other thing that I wanted to comment on that I finally figured out, these actually aren't photos she's taken, because I stupidly said that, and then I was like, well, how did she get such an up-close photo of a rhino? So, in the back, it says that the photos, Beautiful Creatures marks her publishing debut. It says a collection of coloring books filled with inspiring, carefully curated photographs. So basically what that means is that she goes around, does her research, sees what pictures are allowed to be monopolized, basically, ones that are released to the public to do whatever you want with. And so she is a curator. So basically that means she does what she's supposed to do to make sure that she can take the photo, which is really good. So it's not just like stolen images, like a whole book. It's probably like 40 images. So they're not stolen, and she didn't take them, but she found some really good ones, and we're very thankful for that she did that the right way. And the other thing, before I go, in the front, it gives you a little bit of like a guide to coloring these pictures, which I thought was very helpful, especially if you've never done this kind of coloring before, because like I said before, it's a very different technique. So you have to know the direction of fur. You have to know where the light's coming from, and the dark and the gray, the light gray, help you with that. So the first step is color over the areas with the heaviest gray shading using your darkest colors. So that's exactly what you want to do, because that's your shadowed part, the parts of the animal that's not getting light. And then you color over the areas with the lightest gray shading using your palest colors. So basically it's like blending, but she kind of does it backwards. I go light to dark, so I would do the lightest first and then do the dark, and then she recommends you color over the remaining area with your medium color, so it transitions all those colors together and makes for a seamless blend. So that was really cool that that's in here. So again, definitely get this book if you want to try out grayscale coloring. Just the fact that it's a legal book and she's not copywriting anything is awesome. And it's on Amazon if you want it. So head over to Amazon, type in Beautiful Creatures by Nicole Stocker, and get her book. You won't regret it. So, okay, I'm finally signing off. See you, everybody. Bye.